What's up, y'all? It's your boy Niner Faithful. Woo! That was a hell of a 3-day stretch that we did. Big shout out to Ansho from 49er Media for holding it down with us. Man, the man was what's up, media? The man was holding it down all weekend with us and everything like that, but we had a blast. We're of course gonna recap all 8 of our picks, and then we're gonna do undrafted free agents on Friday. Well, of course, before we get started with that, y'all already know the drill. We got to pay some bills. Today's episode is sponsored by Power Brand Systems. Need help getting new customers for your business? Let Power Brand Systems help you grow with their powerful tools. Visit powerbrandsystems.com/Niner Faithful Radio for more info. For the Faithful, by the Faithful, off-season sale is happening now. Save 20% on all For the Faithful, by the Faithful season 1 through 3 gear now through June 30th. Go ahead and visit NinerFaithfulRadio.com/shop to save. Follow us on social media at Niner Faithful Radio on Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, and TikTok, and at Niner Faithful R on X. If you like our content and would like to support the show, consider leaving us a tip in our tip jar at NinerFaithfulRadio.us/tip jar. Join our exclusive membership community where you get exclusive NFR content not available anywhere else. Join our exclusive chat, 20% off of all non-sale For the Faithful, by the Faithful gear, and much more. Visit portal.ninerfaithfulradio.us/login to join. Join us Friday for our NFR weekly review at 6 p.m. here on the West Coast. End your week with some drinks and laughs. And we will be live at 6 p.m. here on the West Coast for Friday. All right, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, faithful of all ages, let's get the show cracking.
Weiss has just set a Super Bowl record with 12 catches. He's in motion. Montana. Touchdown, John Taylor.
Niner Faithful Radio, the show hosted for the faithful, by the faithful, brought to you by Power Brand Systems.
What's cracking, Jason? How you doing, bro?
Alofa. I might be wearing the exact same outfit from the intro. Underwear included.
Really right. Instagram is.
Yeah, it says Instagram isn't.
All right, whatever. I'm just gonna take it off. All right, we'll deal with that later. Maybe that's a check it out next week. Anyway, so what's cracking? Crazy 3 days that we had. I'm actually curious. I didn't look to see. I know I have the shirt that I had, and I know I have the hat that I wore in the intro, but I'm actually curious. I think I'll have to look to see.
How's it, Carcast, my brother?
What's up, Carcast? How you doing, bro? Thank you for joining us, Carcast, this weekend. Everybody that joined us, big shout out to y'all.
Carcast, you still need to send me your Xbox or Epic thing so we can do that together.
I'm setting up a new stream. 24 draft recap for Instagram. Anyway. Yeah, big shout out. Thank you, everybody that joined it. It was a lot of fun. There were some things that we're definitely going to keep for next year. Just to give y'all a peek a little bit behind the show. Okay, yeah, I just had to reset it, I guess. To give y'all a little bit of a peek onto the back room of the show. I definitely, those shorts seem to, your reaction to every pick seemed to get some views, bro. So I think we're going to keep that.
Yep.
I think going live all 3 days is definitely a benefit.
It's the way to go.
Maybe now that I've learned how to add and remove the Instagram stream, we can wiggle around that and, go on there. Yeah. There'll be some things we'll talk about, but definitely I had some fun. I did not realize. So secret, letting y'all know, talk shit in the comments, if you want. But this is actually the first time I've literally watched the whole draft. Normally, by the time, I've never not necessarily had a TV, in a room to sit back and watch it, and we've always only gone live day one, maybe day two.
Yeah.
So I did not realize when I looked at the TV, because my girl was like, "Hey, babe, how long are you going to stream?" Because she had to go to work. And so I was like, "Man, it's like 3-4 hours." I was like, 3-4 hours, babe. I was like, we'll be done by noon. Only thing is just don't change having me on. Yeah.
For sure.
No, we will not take you off, bro, because you are a lifesaver. Anyway. By the way, go check out.
Turn down the volume when the Wildcat players get drafted.
I know, right? If y'all don't know what we're talking about, Anshul, have you put it out on social yet? There's a clip of when we took Jacob Cowing that man, I actually never seen that type of reaction from Anshul. I was like, damn, kind of scared me for a second, bro. I was like, nigga having a seizure or something.
What was funny? Is that he got all close to let's go.
Yeah, he's like, let's go. And he looked so serious, and I was like, damn.
Oh man, it was good stuff though. It was a great reaction to see.
Okay, cool. Well, the important thing is to tag Jacob Cowing in it. Like,
yeah, there you go.
What pick was coming? I'm gonna check it out. It was our last 4th rounder. Was the Cowing pick. It's I think because I went ahead, and for those who don't know, it's not matched up perfectly. It literally took me 6 hours to download and edit. I had to spend $100 on this program, and so all the please trust me, bro. Like, please, y'all, go and check out the reaction videos to all 8 of our picks. I went ahead and put them out on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. There are a few on Twitch. It's not easy. The computer here, old girl, took a lot this weekend because it's not easy downloading 7-hour video for an old girl. So
hard drive full.
Tell me about it, brother. It was giving me so many messages. I had to restart the computer like 8 times. It was rough. It was a rough day for your boy yesterday. So please go check out our reaction videos. The Cowing one is the last pick of the 4th round. So yeah, we had a blast this weekend. Thank you for everybody that tuned in. The viewership is looking pretty good on the videos. So we appreciate that. I don't see any real Niner news. Let me go ahead and pull up the website.
The biggest Niner news I think that's come out in the last couple of days is the fact that we are keeping in touch with Jamal Adams, safety, which I think personally is a terrible idea.
Yes, I do too. I do as well. Justin Simmons, that really intrigued me.
Yeah.
I know there was a rumor floating around that Budda Baker was supposed to be traded during the draft. I don't see how that. First of all, I don't see how the Cardinals trade him to us. Second of all, I don't see how we fit him under cap space. Like, yeah, hey, BA, you're going to play under the 5th-year option, but we're going to go sign Budda Baker.
I would take Budda in a heartbeat over Jamal Adams, though, to be honest with you.
Like not even a question. I would love Budda Baker on this football team.
What up, McNiner?
David, good to see you, brother. I'm telling you, bro, it is. It's a. We got the OG, Mr. Beto.
Who's in the house? Beto, what's up, Moose?
That's
How's it
what I'm
going,
brother? We're privileged to have the OG up in the chat today. So yeah, it's $1 million reaction. I really think we could get Jacob Cowing to, if he sees it, he's gonna tweet it, he's gonna something. So real quick, before we go ahead and start to break down these, man, the chat's popping today. Before we break down, we're gonna go ahead and run one more quick commercial ad for y'all, and then we'll be right back. This segment is brought to you by shop49ers.com, the official online store of the 49ers. Use our affiliate link in the description to get the latest official Niner gear, save 10%, as well as help out the show. Yeah, so as always, the link is in the description. I can't do the jersey one because if I give y'all the jersey link, it will take away the 10%. And I figure most people would rather save the 10% and just go through the website and figure out where the jerseys are and everything than for me to put a specific link for an item inside the description. Here pretty quickly, I'll start to add links in the chat and we'll get that cracking. First off, I have a little bit of a surprise for y'all. I went ahead and I downloaded every draft call, so we're going to be able to see the reaction. I don't know about y'all, but I always like to hear the draft reaction, you know, the calls that the players get because, you know.
Oh, yeah, it's cool.
You're making somebody's dream come true, you know, especially the later round players, you know, that because you can tell the anxiety of, am I going to be drafted has kicked in and
Yep.
You know.
The oof does, especially for me.
Yeah. Yep. So we got Ricky Pearsall coming up here first.
Hey, Ricky, this is John Lynch with the 49ers, man.
How you doing, Coach?
We're gonna make you a Niner right now, okay?
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate you. You getting a workhorse, Coach?
Yeah. All right. That's what we want. We want a workhorse. I'm gonna put you on with Coach Shanahan, okay? Here's Kyle.
Sounds good.
Okay, Ricky.
Ricky, congrats, man.
Thank you so much, Coach. I appreciate you.
Where are you at right now?
I'm back in AZ right now, back at home.
Awesome, man. You gonna be ready to go?
Yes, sir. More than ready.
Who you with right now?
I'm with my whole family, mom and dad's side.
Nice,
Parents,
man.
close friends.
They all excited?
Yes, sir.
Well, good, man. We love your style, man. Love how you play. I hope you're ready to come to work, man. Now it
Thank you,
starts.
Coach. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
All right, Ricky. We'll be in contact, man. Here's our owner, Jet.
Ricky, congrats, buddy.
Thank you so much, Coach. I appreciate it.
So happy to have you here with the Niners. Look forward to meeting you in person soon, bud.
Likewise. You got a good one.
All right, man. You guys have fun. Enjoy with your family tonight, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
All right. Bye.
All
Say
right.
this. Who wants to talk to Jed? Let's be honest.
Yeah,
No
I
one,
always think
how
that's so
often are you
awkward.
going to see Jed? You know what I mean? It's like, I understand he's the primary owner, all that, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. On a day-to-day basis, like, Jed, shut up. Only men allowed in this locker room.
I mean,
It's just so weird when Jed pulls up on the phone.
and like, what are you supposed to say? Like I can understand when they sign the major contract, and of course, the player's not going to say no. I mean, this man's essentially your boss. You know,
Yeah.
he's going to pay you millions of dollars. But yeah, I've never liked, you know, the Jed getting on the phone. Like, you know, you got GM, head coach, makes sense, especially, you know, Kyle being the OC head coach, you know,
Yeah.
offensive, you know, guru. But anyway, pulling up his slide we got from him, go Gators. 88 targets on 65 receptions, only 2 drops last year, 963 yards. Not a yak monster, only 5.8 yards yak per reception, 4 touchdowns and a 77.2 PFF. I just took myself off the stream. Man, I'm fucking up today. I forgot to hit live on Instagram. All sorts of shit went wrong today. But sheesh, that animation got me. So I'm not gonna lie, y'all could go see the reaction. You know, there's no lying here. Was surprised. You know, of course we all heard receiver could be a possibility in the first round. I didn't think we were taking receiver, especially with, let's be real, we had talked about it during the stream. Like we had I remember distinctly all of us agreeing, like, okay, we're past the BA gets traded point. You know, unless we cave and don't get a first round pick. So with that mindset,
It might be.
I totally had receiver off my mind. And look, I thought it was going to be Johnny Newton. Because what does this team draft in the first round, Jason? They draft D linemen.
Deep lines. Yeah.
D line. Who was the best of D linemen available on the board? Johnny Newton. You know, I was so confident in this that I literally had to start to build the slide for Johnny Newton and put his name. And, you know, I was like, we're taking Johnny Newton. I did not see. I just thought Cooper DeJean too, with secondary and you know, our needs there.
Especially because they got tweeted out. Like at first it said Cooper DeJean.
Yes,
I didn't see that. So I guess they were trying to look for a leak. And so at first they did say Cooper DeJean. And so so a lot of people were tweeting out, and I remember seeing on Twitter blowing up that it was going to be him. And then all of a sudden they're like Ricky Pearsall. I'm like, oh, what? Wait a minute, that is not what everybody else is tweeting out.
I would pay very close attention to see if you see any interns, any front office people fired within the next couple of days.
Right.
Because if you do, it's very clear that they did that to catch a leaker and found the leaker. But I will say this. I love the player. Like when I watched him, I'm a Gators fan, so I knew a little bit about Ricky Pearsall here. I love the confidence. I love that, like, he carries himself like he's that dude, but in a humble way. You know, like, I don't think he's necessary. Like, you heard and this is another reason why I play these reactions, is because I think in that moment you're going to get honesty, because you don't have time to think, you know, you don't have time to prepare a speech and, you know, let me look professional. I think you're, man, Beto, bro, you just broke my heart, cuz. But it was, yeah, totally threw me off my track. I love the player. I think it's, I remember when I look back and I watched some highlights and watched a little bit of film Thursday night after the show, kind of just preparing myself to talk about it on Friday.
What up, Kenny?
What up, Kenny? I remember thinking to myself, okay, let me see this man do what he's going to do in a Niner uniform. And what did he do? He lived in the intermediate, the short, you know, middle of the field. Where did the Niners offense operate? Intermediate, middle of the field.
The middle of our passing routes, man, they're about to get tons of traffic across the middle. We're going to see lots of people setting picks and all that kind of stuff.
It's going to be very, I can see it now. I can see it we go 3 wide. We got CMC. Brock gets a little bit of pressure. It's a scramble, Jill, and there's Ricky Pearsall just chilling in the middle of the field for 8 yards. You know, and it's just pitch and catch. And I could see it being a very Jimmy with Trent Taylor circa 2017. Those last 5 games when it was clear Jimmy and Trent Taylor had that connection. I could definitely see Ricky Pearsall having that type of role. So what does this tell you? Look, it's been no secret. Jason and I have both gone on record saying we believe this is Debo's last year in red and gold. I breaks my heart. Love Debo. Please don't start with at me. Don't at me with I'm a Debo hater or whatever like that. I absolutely love the fucking man. But it's just clear. And I could almost see the press conference right now, and how Kyle would be telling you how much he loves Debo. It's just football is a business. Same thing they did with Jimmy Ward. Same thing they did with Eric Armstead. Same thing they did with Defoe. This is just part of being a good football team. When you're a good football team, it starts to get expensive.
You make business decisions.
You make business decisions, and shit starts to get expensive. So I think the approach the Niners are taking is we've identified a core. Now, over the years, of course, that core could change. Like Eric Armstead used to be a part of that core. He is now no longer part of that core. But we're going to have our core people, and then we're going to sprinkle it in instead of trying to keep everybody, go through cap hell, have to, be in the bottom for 3-4 years to rebuild. We're basically, I won't be treated after June 1st when this dead hat kid.
Possible. Everybody
he's getting traded in June next year. I do not think it'll be this year. But see, Debo restructures, then why didn't they already restructure his deal? Why did they already restructure it? They restructured George Kittle's deal before they restructured Debo. Eagles keep everyone, and it keeps adding LOL. Look, you could always keep who you want, but this is also, I think what some people aren't understanding is the Niners have never operated with a quarterback contract that's going to be restrictive. That's going to change next offseason. We are going to have a big boy quarterback contract on our salary cap next year. So
a very big boy contract.
A very big boy contract next year. So I was shocked at the pick. Do I think there were better players available at 31? Yeah, I do. But I step back and I say, I love this move for one reason. I don't think they reached that much because he wasn't going to be available for 63. What did I say? The number one thing I wanted out this draft was not a reach. I didn't want us to take a tackle that we weren't in love with, just simply to take a tackle. Yeah. Which when we get later into the draft, it's very clear what the Niners' plan was at tackle. It just backfired. Number two, it addresses somebody who's going to contribute this year and somebody that is going – we took this pick with how they could contribute in 2024 and becoming a featured player in 2025. Jason, your thoughts?
I like Pearsall. Again, and I think I've said it a few times on a few different streams. So it's a little broken record is none of this is anything anti-Slick Rick at all or any of that kind of stuff. This is just that, we had assumed that there were better fits for the wide receivers that were still on the board. Obviously, the Niners didn't agree with us. But then those two guys also fell quite down the board quite a bit. So obviously there was something there. I still would have liked to have seen something on a line, whether it be defensive or offensive. That is a personal choice. I'm sorry.
I said Frazier.
JCP was still available. Yeah, there was a lot of that was available still at that point. So again, nothing against Slick Rick. Welcome to the team.
I think we're going to love him.
Yeah, like I said, none of what I've said is any indication that I don't like him. He's got game. He's got hands like OBJ. He catches anything.
Everything.
Everything. I swear he's got like sticky on his fingertips. We've all seen the catch. Yeah, we've all seen the catch where he snagged it out of midair, got smashed. Yep, and then still came up with it. So I mean, I like it, and we'll see how it fits in.
Yeah, but yeah, so he I think at worst it's going to be a very Mike McGlinchey pick, where you say is he top tier talent and top wide receiver money and all that? No, but he's going to be on the team for the next 4 to 5 years, and any draft pick that you can say lasts the duration of their contract and is a starter / strong contributor, I find that hard to call that pick a bust.
Yeah.
Next up, we're gonna go ahead and go to not what I think will be the best pick, but one that it pains me to say because go Gators, but
How you doing?
I'm doing great. Hey, I've had great success working with guys from Apopka. Warren Sapp, you know him?
Yeah, I know him.
That's my dude. But we're gonna make you a Niner right now, buddy.
Appreciate it, Coach. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Coach.
We appreciate you, man. You fired up?
Yes, sir. I'm ready to work.
We are. Let's let him hear it. Huh, Renardo? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm ready to do it, Coach.
I'm gonna pass you over to Kyle Shanahan, our head coach. Okay?
All right, I got you.
Play our brand of ball, man. You play tough. You play physical. You're gonna fit in here. All right?
Yes, sir. I got
Get ready
you,
to come compete. Here's Kyle.
I'm ready.
Nardo, congrats, man.
Appreciate it, Coach. I appreciate it.
No, dude, we are pumped to get you, man. We've had our eye on you this whole time, man. You down in Florida right now?
I'm at the house. I got some friends and family over.
All right, man. It sounds like you guys are having fun there.
Yeah.
Hey, man, well, you enjoy this moment. Enjoy the fam. We're going to get you down here fast. We're going to meet you and everything. Looking forward to that, man. But real quick, our owner wants to talk to you, all right?
All right, I got you.
All right, man. Congrats.
Appreciate it.
Hey, Renardo, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good.
Good. Congratulations, man. We're fired up, and we're glad you're there for us. Let's go get this thing done, man.
Appreciate it. Y'all got a dog. Got a dog. Just know that.
We know we got a dog, man. We love it. We'll
sir.
see you soon, man. I look forward to meeting you in person.
I got you. Appreciate it, Coach.
All right, man. Thank you. Bye.
All right.
Jed
So,
nothing.
like you could tell, like the whole type of conversation and everything just changed.
Yeah.
But you know what I love? What did Ricky Pearsall say? I feel you're getting very honest here because you're getting high emotion. This man's dream just came true. He's a draft pick in the NFL. You're gonna get Peer. What did Ricky Pearsall say? You got a worker. I'm gonna bust my ass for you. What did Renardo Green just say? You got a dog. You got a dog, coach. You got a dog, coach. I always think it's funny when they call John Lynch coach.
Yeah, it's funny because he's never been a coach, but at the same time, if he was to step on the field as a Hall of Fame, safety, defensive back, if he starts telling me stuff, I'm listening.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, why not? I mean, he's not your typical GM who's just seeing stats and stuff like that. John Lynch has actually been on the field. He's got his bust over in Canton. So I mean, if I'd call him coach too.
Yeah, no, definitely. Watching the little bit of film I've been able to watch on him, man's physical. If I had to tell y'all one theme that we've gotten with this draft class is I would say high floor, right? I don't think too many of these players are going to be don't belong on the field type of NFL players. Sure, they might not be starters, but they're not going to be like, oh, what the hell are they doing on an NFL field? So they're physical. I think we got some hard workers and low floor. What have I said? All off season? The goal this year was to raise the floor of the football team. I don't think we could raise the ceiling too much, right? Like this is a pretty damn good football team, Jason. Best offense in the league. I believe we'll get back to best defense in the league, or pretty damn close this year. So I don't think we could raise the ceiling on this football team much. I do believe we could raise the floor, and that's what we did. Physical corner. Let me go ahead and pull up his slide. Last year at Florida State, he had 32 solo tackles, 11 assists, 2.5 tackles for loss, a pick, a half a sack, led the, I want to say it was ACC, might have been college football with 13 pass breakups, and PFF gave him ACC, led the ACC in 13 pass breakups and had an 86.7 PFF grade. Also, I wanted to say it was something like a 93 grade in the slot, where he mostly played. I close my eyes and I say, so we got a corner, okay, not the biggest corner in the world, but we got a corner who's the opposite. Like, this is the opposite of Keller Witherspoon pick. Keller Witherspoon had the prototypical size, speed, everything that you would want in a cover 3 corner, but wouldn't hit to save his life. This man probably doesn't have, Akillo's athleticism, doesn't have the soccer background, to work on footwork, doesn't have the height, speed, weight, but will come up and hit anything that moves. I think they must have had insight into our chat during the Whackers game, because all three of us, you, me, and Jamie, were tearing this secondary apart during that Whackers game.
Yeah.
We were very, very critical. I distinctly remember when they scored what was thought to be the winning touchdown, and would have been if Brock didn't lead that drive. I said, this is not a championship secondary. I said that in the chat. I said, this is not a championship secondary. They clearly they must have thought the same thing, because not as much. I like Grace the Roof. Not as much of a dramatic, not as much as a dramatic as the D line, but I think we're going to start to flush out the secondary. I think that, I hate to say this, but I think Huff's days might be numbered. Can't keep every, I think Huff's days are numbered. I think Jarvarius Ward's days are numbered. Does Sammy Womack make the team?
It'll be tough.
I'm really excited, and if just a little preview for everybody, if we do not get the NFL schedule basically starting tomorrow or by next Tuesday, we're going to start our position breakdowns for training camp. I haven't decided which position will go. I looked it up. It's not out yet. They haven't announced when it's going to be.
Oh, I'm just going to see when's expected to drop.
It's pretty much supposed to be anywhere between the 9th and, I think it's the 12th.
May 9th is what, yeah.
May 9th is when it is?
No, they're saying perhaps May 9th, because it's usually on Thursday, and May 9th is the first Thursday.
Yeah. Is the first, besides 2 days from now. I assume basically sometime next week we're going to have, it's probably going to be Thursday, Friday, Saturday next week. We'll have the schedule. So next Tuesday will probably be some type of position preview for training camp. I'm really excited to talk about receivers, and I'm really excited to talk about the secondary, because the receiver room, it's beyond crowded. It might be excess. It might be a little excess how many receivers we have in this room right now.
Yeah, but I think Renardo's great. I think the fact that he's not afraid to go up for the ball and make a play kind of reminds me of how Demo came in. Maybe he gets a little too aggressive. Remember, Demo was a little too aggressive when he came back.
He gets hands.
But, we taught him, we reeled it in a little bit with Demo. So far, I'm not seeing it to where he's over aggressive for any of this stuff, but he always seems to be in the right position at the right time. Will hit, he seems to be pretty good for tackling. Whether he slides in outside or inside, I think he would fit either role pretty well. He's not the fastest guy. He ran his 40 was 4.49. So I mean, he's not a burner. Excuse me. But I definitely like the fact that not being afraid, because you can't teach someone the want to go make a play. So you have to, you got to have that short memory. Like, you know what, you're going to get burned here and there. It happens to anybody who makes plays. But you can't be afraid. Hopefully his mental thing isn't like kind of like Witherspoon kind of a thing to where, you make one or two plays or you miss a few plays in a row, and the next thing you know, for the next game, you're giving up everything. It's the only thing you don't want out of your DBs. But he seems to be able to, to not have that. He seems to have that mental strength that we're looking for. So, again, I would say not where I would have gone, but I do like the play. I do like the pick at number 2.
Well, okay, we have to put context to this. We wanted Rosengarten. It was clear that's who was going to be pick 63. That I'm telling you, bro. So we sat there and we don't know if calls were made, but we did not move up. The second Rosengarten got took back is when we traded.
Yeah.
I think everybody was like, the BYU tackle, Kingsley was there. I don't think the Niners were high on Kingsley. I don't.
It's possible.
I don't think that they were. I would believe, look, the Niners don't get fooled too often. I believe that we're a competent NFL front office. I highly doubt we would have took that risk knowing that the Chiefs, who also need offensive line, were literally right behind us. If we wanted Kingsley, we would have took him, and not even took the chance to have the Chiefs take him. Who I bet you, if you put a gun to Kyle's head, they would probably think is the biggest threat to him in the AFC.
Yeah,
So. I said it every time I almost said the Kings. The Chiefs picked every time in the draft. I pretty much always said we have to assume that if we make it to the Super Bowl that we're playing them until we're not playing them. That's who you have to assume will come out of the AFC.
Yeah.
But I'm not necessarily mad at the pick. You could tell with the defensive players, you could tell John Lynch was fired up. You could tell, definitely that there was hey, you're going to fit in perfectly with your mentality here. And I think that's something that this defense, I think they're embarrassed by what happened in the playoffs. I do. I think that, as you and I have rightfully said, the blame for the Super Bowl, if we're going to place blame, lies on Kyle and the offense, score more than 22 points. You feel me? Or make an extra point. But I bet you the defense, the caliber of players I know we have on this defense, Fred Warner, Nick Bosa, the type of players that will hold themselves and others accountable, will say, you know what? I don't give a fuck what the offense did. Get off the field on 4th and 1, and we're Super Bowl champions. Regardless of what the offense did or didn't do, we get off the field on 4th and 1, we are Super Bowl champions. And I think that's how the defense is looking at it. And, one thing I'll say about Fred Warner, who I didn't think had the greatest season last year, there were a few times I was critical of Fred. I don't think Fred Warner is a man. What are we talking about in the chat? David, nobody knows what anybody's talking about in the chat. The chat has a mind of its own. Yeah, I don't know what Kenny's talking about. So I think Fred Warner is embarrassed, and I don't think Fred Warner likes to be embarrassed. So I definitely think God damn it. Y'all distract. I gotta turn off the comments. Yeah, so definitely fired up about Renardo Green. Next is Dominic Puny. This one wasn't the one.
Pony, not puny. Punani.
Punani.
Call him puny and see what happens to you.
I know, right?
Little man.
I'm going to pass you over
Little
to
man.
Chris Furster.
Yes, sir.
Here you go, bud.
Dom, what's up, buddy?
What's up, coach?
You fired up, man?
Hell yeah, I've been waiting on you. Man.
But waiting on us. You had to wait for us to get a pick. We had to trade up to get you, man. God dang, dude. Dude, be patient. Let's get to work, okay? As soon as we get you out here, let's get busy and let's get you better, all right?
Hell yeah, as soon as I get there.
Can't wait. All right, man. Congratulations again. Take care.
Thank you, sir.
Sure thing. Bye-bye.
Yeah, I wonder why Kyle didn't get on the phone with that one. But it sounds, you know why I'm fired up about that pick? Because it sounds like he already has a good relationship with Chris Forrester.
Yeah, they talk to each other. Yeah. I thought the same thing. Like, there have been more than a couple conversations, it seems like.
Not puny. Oh God, the chat. So I think
even when they say
Burford.
Buford. I say that all the time. Buford. No,
Buford. Burford. Speaking of Burford, I think his days on the Niners are numbered.
I could see us keeping him around, but I also think Jalen Moore's gone.
Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking. But when we looked at the film of Pooney, I didn't see tackle. I saw guard. I saw somebody who struggled at tackle. Could he play tackle in a pinch? Sure, but I just because if you think you got your five, you got your five starters. Usually teams only keep 8. So what? That's Pooney, Zakel, because they love Nick Zakel. Or maybe you say Kingston and Zakel battle it out. I mean, who's your swing tackle?
Pooney? Or yeah, I think he'd be a better swing tackle than Jalen Moore is.
Moore.
Straight off the bat, I think he's a better swing tackle.
I love it. Sounds like Pooney is gonna be the new Daniel Brunskill. They're basically gonna say, yeah, you're our top backup at every position. Maybe not top backup, but you're a backup at every position.
What if, and I want to say it was Chapman that put this out, what if we flipped Feliciano to center? Just went ahead and start Pooney up front, and then just let McKivitz outside.
That's a possibility. I think ultimately, what's going to happen in training camp is left side is pretty set in cement. Nobody. Let's be real. Nobody's beating out Trent Williams, and I look forward to the day that somebody's good enough to put Aaron Banks on the bench. You know, please let one of these linemen be good enough to put Aaron Banks on the bench. Now from center on to right tackle, which I would say McKivitz is in erasable ink at right tackle. Like, could change, but I think center and right guard are going to be. It's going to be a free for all.
Yeah, we're coming out. This is going to be the best 3 available.
Yeah, it definitely is because the Banks hate has been ridiculous recently. No, I love Aaron Banks. I think
Aaron struggled last year, but this year he's been solid.
Post what? Post will he be re-signed? Yeah. Who? I mean, you've drafted Dominic Puny and Kingsington to take over for Aaron Banks and at right guard? No. Let's be clear. I think the way the Niners are identifying the line is they're saying, I think you're bringing back Banks. Feliciano, I think, is going to retire. And I think I saw someone great Banks pick. I personally think that I'm not sold on Brindle. I think he was a one-hit wonder. I think you saw a career year, and it just so happened to be the year he was coming into free agency, and he got it paid. Not hating, by all means. Love to see a man get bread. But no, I do not. I think the Niners, which I think Bortolini, going.
May it rest in peace.
Yeah, I know, right, bro? I was so ready. That was gonna be our thing, bro. I was even gonna make shirts with the little hand,
Yeah.
and everything, bro. That's why I was disappointed that we didn't, get one of the centers or Frazier at 31 or whatever. This draft felt really weird. Everybody in the chats, Jason disagrees with me, but Brendan Rice was not a 7th round pick, bro. I'm sorry. Brendan Rice did not deserve to be a 7th round pick.
Was not that good of a player.
But 7th round, no. I was, I hope Pooney could start at right tackle, push McKivitz to right guard. Feliciano would make Blainer sleep with the fishes. Honestly,
damn, why we gotta get so violent with making him sleep with the fishes? I mean, damn, David.
Yeah, David.
That's some like mob gangster shit right there.
I know, David's like fucking got some personal vendetta, like the nigga.
It's like you're not just cut from the team; you're cut from life.
Damn. Your contract. I'm expiring his contract.
I think that would be an upgrade, though, if we went something like that. I
do too.
Wherever he's inserted, I think he is an upgrade over whoever's there.
I still take Feliciano over Pooney. I mean,
I think that would be the closest. I think that would be the closest.
Yeah, but Feliciano at center. I mean, I don't know how good Feliciano is at snapping, but beyond snapping, yeah, I would put Feliciano over Brendel. McKivitz to guard. I truthfully think. See, because somebody had said that they looked up Pooney's measurables, and they're eerily similar to Colton McKivitz. So if everybody's screaming Pooney's a guard, well then guess what? That makes Colton McKivitz a guard.
Hold on, man. Let's see what it is. Let's see what his arm length is. His arms are 33 3/8 inches, which is in the 29th percentile. His hands are 10.81. Let's go.
While he's doing that, people pour beer and catfish and drinking it. What the fuck is that coming from?
I saw something with that this morning. Me and Steve are hanging out at the same part of the internet.
Oh, okay. I was like, bro, are you drunk? Okay,
Colton McKivitz is 33 3/4.
Okay, so he has slightly longer.
They're basically exactly the same.
Yeah, he gives great hugs.
We are talking this much, kind of. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and so if you're saying Pooney is a guard, then that makes McKivitz a guard.
So let me look up this. Let's see what his arm span is.
They do everything in Florida. Florida is like its own world. Like there's this guy, he literally has this YouTube or like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all that. It's called he goes only in Florida. Let me get I'm just glad I got it on my flip phone. And it's like all this crazy shit that happens in Florida. And I always said it to my girl. And I'm like, Bub, let's move to Florida. Because my girl is like, we're not moving to Florida. Oh, Chasen.
So McKivitz's wingspan was 81.6. And Dominic's is 81.18. Again, people, we are cutting hairs at that point. So don't give me that his arms are too. We had the same conversation like with Jordan Morgan, whether he would play tackle or guard in the NFL.
Fuck the whackers.
We are talking about this much.
Um,
But anyways,
my daddy's from
I
Florida.
love Dominic Cooney. Again, not just because he's another Polynesian we got on the team. You know, he's got his tattoo on his forearms and everything like that. I love the way he moves, especially getting up to the second level.
He is a fluid mover.
Yeah, so he's also the runner-up in the Polynesian College Football Player of the Year award. So I love the guy. I think it's a great pick. He's going to be mean, and you know how us Polynesians are. We're going to protect you like crazy and then take you out for dinner afterwards.
Yay! Next up, wait, hold on. That might be our last one for this one. No, we got one more.
Yeah, there we go. We should have
this
one more.
Yeah, this one might be my favorite draft pick that we made, which is saying something because we took a Gator. Micah Mustafa. Ooh, say it
Malik
again. Mustafa. Anyway,
Malik.
my girl was doing that. Okay, so read these stats. This is impressive. 45 solo tackles, 35 assists, 5 tackles for loss, a pick, half a sack, 2 PBUs, and a 79.6 grade. And the man hits everything in sight.
That he does. He is a beast.
He is a beast. Jason, pull up that picture that you
I'm already looking for it.
I mean, even John Lynch. Matter of fact, let's while Jason looks for that, let's pull up his call.
I got it.
Okay, go ahead and show the pick, and then we'll play his call. I mean, no homo, but bruh.
I mean, I need a pose off between him and Bosa. Like, I want to know who's got the better build. Him and Bosa, just oil them up and let them pose off. Let's go.
I mean,
that sounds terrible.
That's not natural, bro. Like people aren't supposed to look like that.
Yeah, especially coming out of college. That's somebody who's been working at it for a long time.
That's pure like Mother Africa, because I believe his dad is from Central Africa. So, I mean, man, I turned on this film, and I know that I told you all this when I was talking about Jaden Hicks. I keep on saying Jaden Hicks. That you watch somebody's film, or you watch somebody's highlights, and you start to get audible. You start to ooh. And I was doing a little bit of, not as much as with Jaden, but I was doing a little bit of that. Like,
can we get a little Dante Whitner back there again?
That's what I'm saying, bruh. Like, I'm a little bit concerned. He was real handsy. He had a bunch of handsy penalties. He's real handsy. But you know what? Hey, you know what? My mailman looks like that. Terry Crews. Oh, not the Terry Crews. Hey, I was about to say he kind of does look like Terry Crews. But that's okay. I'd rather you be way aggressive and then teach you to tone it back than to tell you, hey, you need to ratchet up. He's somebody that I'm going to be over under how many fights he starts in training camp.
Oh, minimum 3 or 4. You're gonna hit somebody too hard.
Yeah, he's definitely when Kyle talks about, hey, we're sick and tired of hitting each other, we're ready to hit,
he's gonna be the guy we're talking about.
He's gonna be the one that we're talking about. Any type of joint practices we have this year, he's gonna start fighting those. I mean, this man is, I think the faithful are gonna love him. I don't see him contributing right away. I think he's going to be a core special teamer, to start off his NFL career. Knock on wood. But if anything were to happen to Huff or Jair Brown or Justin Simmons, if we bring him in, whatever safeties, missed the COVID year, by the way.
Yep.
Okay. I didn't know that. He's
also the
I believe this is the last
fifth or sixth year senior.
Mustafa was the only one that we took that wasn't a 6-year player. I believe this is the last class that COVID will affect. I believe after this class, there'll be no more COVID players, so that won't ever be a issue again. Hopefully, yeah, but he's talking about puny. Pooney. Anyway, let's go ahead and play his draft call.
Hey, Malik.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, this is John Lynch from the Niners.
What's up? How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. I am doing great. Been just appreciating your game, man. Your interview at the combine was my favorite of the whole stack. You made me feel a little inferior because you're so damn swole, but you gotta. But we are fired up to make you a Niner, man. So we're gonna draft you right here. Congratulations, man. Congratulations.
I appreciate you, man. You gonna get my all, man. I promise you. I appreciate
know we're gonna get your all. That's awesome, man. I'm gonna pass you on to Kyle Shanahan. Okay. Congratulations, Malik. All right.
Thank you, sir.
Malik, what's up, dude?
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good, man. Congrats.
I appreciate it, man. It's my honor, man. I grew up being a fan of you guys, man.
Dude, that's awesome, man. Hey, you already have a head start on it now. Now you get your family on board, and dude, we love the way you play, man. It started with your style, the way you hit, the way you don't hesitate, and that's exactly what we want at every position. So can't wait to get you down here, dude.
Hey, Malik, how you doing, bud?
Good. How you doing?
Good. Congratulations, man. John's been fired up. He's been talking about you all day. We're fired up that you're here.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you.
We look forward to meeting you in person, man. Enjoy this day with your family.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, we'll have some of the coaches give you a ring later on.
Yes, sir. I will.
Right.
Thank you.
Thanks, Malik. Congrats, bud. Bye.
Thank you.
Okay, so I have always said this, and this is one of the reasons why I did not want to draft Brendan Rice until like it started to get in the 5th, the 6th, the 7th round, where it's like, okay, the talent, like, but I will take anybody that says, hey, I want to be a Niner over anybody who says, I don't care or I don't want to be here. Now, I don't, when he said, I've been a fan of you guys, I don't know if he specifically meant during the Lynchahan era or if he indeed grew up a Niner fan. I believe he did because there was a picture of his mom saying that he was Kaepernicking.
Yeah, because he was doing the flexing and everything like that.
Yeah, so this man's a Niner fan. So, yeah, give me somebody that we have to tone down their physicality. That John Lynch, jokingly, but John Lynch said, yeah, dude, I'm kind of feeling a little inferior next to you because you're so damn swole. And for those who never watched John Lynch play, John Lynch was that dude. Like John Lynch
came some longer to people.
Yeah, John Lynch showed up with very rude intentions every Sunday, every hit. And when that man's fired up and says, I love your game, and that's a Hall of Famer, Super Bowl champion telling you that. One of the last generations of legit, real hitting safeties. Yeah, I'm so fired up. I can't wait to see him play. I can't wait to see him play. This might be, I think this might be my rookie to watch. I want to watch him a little bit in training camp, and see how the skill sets translates to the NFL. But
power wise, he's gonna lay some people out.
I think he might be a Huff replacement. I really do.
It's possible. I mean, there's a lot of people. They're not down on Huff, but is he going to come back the same?
Well, when you look at Huff, we all know speed wasn't his game. He relied on instincts.
Yeah.
So I'm a little concerned. Hustle and flow. I like that. Whoop that chick. What's that from? Oh, yeah, hustle and flow. 3 safety sets. I mean, brother, I ain't gonna lie. Like, bro, we might have the most, like, I don't know, stats-wise, we'll have the best defense. But I know this isn't a stat, but incompletions from being cracked and dropping the ball. If that was a stat, I think the Niners defense is going to lead the NFL in that category this year. Like I'm super.
I believe that one.
Fired. I'm super fired up to watch this man play. Ad read, and then we're gonna get to what I think actually might be a pretty damn intriguing pick right after this commercial break. This segment is brought to you by SeatGiant.com. Use the promo code NinerFaithfulRadio at SeatGiant.com to save on all your theater, concert, and sporting event tickets, as well as help out this show. All right, Jason, I'm going to let you mostly break down this one. I haven't gotten much to him. Isaac Guerrero out of Louisville. Guerendo. That's going to take a. I promise y'all I'll get these names right. 132 carries, 810 yards, 11 touchdowns, 22 receptions on 24 targets for 234 yards and an 89.1 PFF grade. From everything I've heard everybody say, this is Raheem Mostert, but physical.
Yes, but no. Yes. Okay, so when you watch him play, first of all, he never started and got the majority of plays, any carries that anywhere he played. So it's kind of weird when you look at it. Yes, he did have that incredible 40 time. But when you watch him play, he doesn't seem to play as fast as that 40. And this is not saying that he's slow, by the way. But looking at film of him,
40.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's as fast playing as he is when he was tested. And that said, if you want to talk about how much of a physical specimen Malik Mustafa was, Isaac Guerendo's even more. When I forget what it's actually called, but it's like your overall physical ability grade. In the 20 some odd years that they have been keeping measurements on that, there's only one person that is graded above him for overall athleticness, and that was DK Metcalf. So, and you see, and we all know the kind of freak, and like I said, the freak athlete that DK is, and how he can take over games and stuff like that when he wants to. So again, that's the only other person that is above him when it comes to that. So athletically, he is a freak. I was talking with on me and Anshel's show yesterday, the 49er Meteor Captains show, every Monday for right now. I don't know if we're necessarily going to use him as a running back, and I forget who I was listening to Monday because I was just listening to it.
It was Kruger.
Was it Kruger? Okay, so Larry Kruger, where he actually would fit as a fullback much better. And I'm thinking, you know what? At that size, that weight, that much power, yeah. So if we had him more like a juice replacement or something like that, now that I am very intrigued about. I still would like to see what he could do behind this line of scrimmage. He doesn't have the fastest cuts, when he makes his own cuts and all that kind of stuff. But like I said, he knows what he's doing back there. But that point of putting him in there as maybe the long-term fullback replacement really sounds good to me, because this guy does come with some power.
Yeah, he's definitely a physical runner. I love the idea because, look, he's faster than Juice. Let's be real. Like, regardless if he doesn't play up to his 40, he's going to be faster than Juice. How many times have we seen Juice wide open, in the flat, and it's essentially a walking touchdown? Could you imagine a man that fast in the open, that much space?
Yep.
And he's a running back, so he's got the cutting ability. Oh my God! Like,
one of the other things I really like about him is that what is one of the reasons that Mason can't get on the field? He can't pass
blocking.
Exactly.
And fumbles.
Guerendo's going to come in with already being a good pass blocker. Now, we know he's probably going to have to work on it. He's never seen NFL guys like that or anything. That's fine. But someone who is already above J.P. Mason when it comes to being – so I think he might even end up getting more carries this year, just depending on how we end up using him. Like I said, just for the fact that he's a better pass blocker, you almost kind of lean to putting him in over Mason in certain situations, or in a lot of situations.
I would have to see it. I would have to see it and see what it looks like. But honestly, we're not re-signing Elijah Mitchell. I think that's pretty cool.
I'm pretty much him and Danny Gray are not him. Him and Danny Gray are the two where I'm saying that they will not be here past training camp.
What is it? No, I did not catch the graphic of San Francisco's history drafting against the big board. I have not seen that. Yeah, Larry does.
He does eat a lot of pig and pickle.
He does eat a lot of pig and pickle. No, I love the idea of being a juice replacement. And that's not necessarily I'm saying he's going up the hole and taking on linebackers. That's not necessarily what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'm running back sponsoring guy. It's the doghouse on reserve. Send me an email. I'll send it. I'm gonna put our email in.
Kenny, just post it in one of the in the Twitter chats. Because I'm pretty sure, Kenny, you're in the Corey Davis one.
Well, I just sent it as a chat, so
Okay.
in the chat, or the comments. But yeah, I love the idea. I'm very excited. I'm very excited to see what this offense looks like when we get to our next pick here. Honestly, I almost wish we had Anshel on to talk about this pick. We'll go ahead and I actually haven't heard this draft call yet, so I'm actually kind of. Oh, I messed up. We'll have to do Isaac's and then we'll do Jacob Cowan.
Isaac.
Hello.
How you doing? This is John Lynch from the Niners.
How you doing, Coach?
I'm doing great. Congratulations, man. We're gonna make you a Niner right now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Excited.
Fired up for you, man. Congratulations. No. We can't wait to meet you. I'm going to hand you over to Coach Kyle Shanahan, okay?
Okay, yes, sir.
All right, buddy. Congrats.
Appreciate you.
Isaac, what's up, man?
How you doing, Coach?
Doing good, dude. Congrats, man.
I appreciate it.
Dude, hey, you came to the right team, man. We love what you do.
Yes,
we love
sir.
your style, how you run. Can't wait to get you out here, man.
Nah, I'm excited. I can't appreciate it more.
Dude, that's awesome. Where you at right now?
I'm in Atlanta with my family.
Awesome, man. Well, it's a big day for you. Doesn't matter when you go, it's where you go. And
yes,
you guys should be very excited, man. Enjoy the day with your family. Our owner wants to talk to you, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, here you go, man.
Isaac, Jed York, how you doing, bud?
How you doing?
Congratulations, man. I'm looking forward to meeting you in person. And we'll have Bobby T and some of the other coaches give you a ring in a little bit.
Yes, sir. Sounds good.
All right, man. Enjoy this day with your family and your friends. Congratulations.
Yes, appreciate you.
All right, man. Appreciate you. We'll see you soon.
All right. Yep. Bye.
So we go from, hey, coach, hi.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. Anyway, did you notice it sounded like chipmunks and then it sounded real slow? I was like, damn, what's going on with the audio? And then now this is the Jacob Cowing phone call.
Jacob.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How you doing, buddy? It's John Lynch from the Niners.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. We're going to make you a Niner right now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'm fired up. What's that son of yours name? What's his name?
Chase.
Chase. Well, Chase is fired up, too. Give him a high five for me, all right?
I got you, most definitely.
We are very, very excited, man.
Yes, sir. Likewise.
Going to fit here great, and I'm going to pass you over to Kyle, okay? Here's Coach Shanahan. All right, buddy. Let's hear it for Jacob.
Jake, what's up, man?
How you doing?
Good, dude. Congrats.
Thank you so much.
Dude, it was your thank you letters that put you over the top, man.
Yes, sir. 100%.
Hey, you were raised right. That was awesome, dude.
Yes, sir.
I'm just joking, man. It was your tape, man. It was your tape. But it's an awesome meeting you, man. We'd love to get you a part of us, and the main thing is how you play, dude. It's awesome.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Can't wait to get started.
No, it's not where you go. I mean, it's not when you go, it's where you go. And you went to the right spot for you, all right?
100%. Yes, sir.
All right, man. Enjoy your family. Here's our owner, Jed, all right?
All right.
Jake, congratulations, man.
Thank you so much.
You're coming to a really, really good spot.
Yes,
really
sir.
excited for you, man.
Can't wait to get started.
You have fun with your family and friends. We'll have the position coaches and folks reach out to you in a little bit, man. But you guys celebrate and enjoy, and we'll see you soon.
Yes, sir. Sounds good.
All right, man. Congrats, bud.
Thank you so
Bye.
much.
Yeah. So, Anshul, if you want to listen, hear your speakers get blown out, go check out our review. We'll go ahead and we'll throw up the slide right now. 121 targets, 89 receptions, 6 drops. So, not the world's greatest hands. 668 yards, 5.8 as well for Yak, 13 touchdowns, 75 PFF grade. I believe, and y'all will have to correct me if I'm wrong or if I say this wrong, but I believe he was the only player in college football last year that had over 900 yards, over 800 yards and at least 90 receptions with 13 touchdowns or 10 or more touchdowns. So production. Trent Taylor 2.0
kind of was also the leading receiver yards wise the last 4 years of college football. So I mean, you think of all these big name wide receivers that have come off the board, none have done it better than he has over the last 4 or 5 years.
But I mean, you're getting 121 receptions. You should lead.
Yeah.
Hold on. I know I have. Where did I put it? There's something.
My biggest thing that gets me excited about him is kind of be with the new kickoff rule. So everybody's pretty much standing still, right? Nobody's up to full speed. They've only got 5 yards between each other. He had the fastest 10-yard split in the 40 at 1.54 seconds. He was at like 14.97, I believe is what it is, miles per hour. Mm-hmm. So when he goes, his first few steps, he's already flying. So I love the fact that I think that he's got that first quick step that he's going to get by most people. I think this is going to end up being our kick returner. Because like I said, with all these guys, with the blocking and everything like that, they're going to have no speed on them. By the time they take 1 or 2 steps, he's already in his full stride. And he's going to be able to hit a hole and just go. So I love the speed that he comes with.
I'm really curious to see how this whole draft works out. I mean, with the new kickoff rules, are the Niners going to be one of the top kickoff return teams next year? This is something.
I would hope so.
Right. So I wanted to note this. I had something else, but I can't find where I saved it. If I find it, I'll do it next week. But the Christian McCaffrey trade is officially in the books. The 4 players selected with the picks the Niners trade away were tight end Burton Strange, tight end Darnell Washington, edge rusher Nick Heidelberg, and running back Tyrone Tracy Jr. I think the Niners won that trade.
Slightly. Just by a small little bit.
God. Well, we traded too much for the man that was a runner-up, was a finalist for MVP and won the Offensive Player of the Year award, Jason. That was just too much. Way too much to give away to him. Yeah, Kyle does say awesome a lot. And dude, but he says it like he doesn't say it in the California way. Did you receive the crap, Jason?
I have not even looked.
Let me see. Hold on. I have to go into our email. And we kind of are in the middle of a show right now. When the NFL is to tempo football balls fly twice as far as smooth ones. Huh. Interesting. I do not know. That'll be interesting to know. Okay, next pick.
I feel like David's fucking with us with that one.
I don't know. The chat is just its own. I'm just let them do what they want to do in the chat today. Jarrett Kingston is our next pick. I have to pull up the draft buzz for it, but here's his call.
How's it going?
It's going great, man. This is John Lynch from the Niners. Awesome. We're going to make a kid from Redding, California, a 49er. Congratulations to you, man.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
It is awesome. I'm going to hand you over to Coach Kyle Shanahan, but congratulations, man.
Sir.
Really excited to have you. Okay. Thanks,
sir.
man. All right.
Jared, what's up, man?
How's it going?
Good, dude. Congrats, man.
Good. Thank you so much.
Dude, we're pumped to get you here, man. I know it's been a long wait, but you guys can
Yes,
celebrate
sir.
now, man. You're in a good spot.
Yes, sir.
Yes, all people are real excited to have you, dude.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, Jared, how you doing, bud?
Good. How are you?
Good, man. Congratulations. We're fired
Thank
up.
you so much.
Love everything about you, man. And I know our coaches are fired up to get you here. So looking forward to meet you in person, man. And we'll have Chris and some of the other guys give you a ring in a little bit. But you go celebrate with your family and friends.
Awesome. Sounds so
All right,
great.
man.
Thank you so
Congrats,
much.
bud. All right. Bye.
Man, Jed loves everything he does. I bet you Jed watched zero tape of this man. Like, acting like Jed's in there.
He didn't know his name until he turned in the.
Yeah, right.
So he didn't say. Being from Reading, I wonder if he was actually a Niners fan.
Yeah, I know. I didn't hear that either. But honestly, wouldn't surprise me. He's of the age. Wouldn't surprise me if he's a Whackers fan. That's where Aaron Rodgers is from.
True.
Oh no,
Yeah,
my
I guess.
bad. No, Aaron Rodgers is from Chico. My bad. Aaron Rodgers is from Chico. So I stand corrected. He is not from Reading. But yeah, I mean Reading, Northern California. It would not surprise me if
Yeah. So I'm curious. Let's see. Let's see if I can find any. What are you talking about? Let's see if I can find any like old pictures of him or something.
wearing a Niner shirt or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, awesome. I hope he makes it. So according to Draft Buzz, he's in the 17th percentile for height at 6'4". He's in the 25th percentile for weight at 306 pounds. He has 32 and an eighth inch arms, which is an 8th percentile for offensive linemen. They have an asterisk here, so I wonder what the asterisk is. I don't know. It doesn't say. Anyway, wingspan is in 12th percentile with 80 and 3/8 inches. Hands are 9 3/4 inches. But this is where I think he's going to shine. His 40 at 5.2 is 90th percentile for centers. His short shuttle at 4.47 is 93rd percentile for centers. His 10-yard split at 1.73 is 80th percentile from centers. His vertical at 31.5 inches is 87th percentile from centers. Broad jump is 111. So I don't know if that's 111 inches or 11 feet, 11 inch. I don't know. 89th percentile, 7.53 three cone is 81st percentile, and he put 36 reps of the bench press, which is 99 percentile. So the man is fast.
Strong lad. Yeah, he's a strong lad.
He's strong and he's elite at short area quickness and explosion. Yeah, Chico is.
Man, he grew up a Rams fan. I don't know if I like him anymore.
Damn. That's grimy. Fuck, you grew up a Rams fan. Damn, you know what?
You're a long way from LA, brother.
I know, right? And I don't think there's
what
a
up, Corona? How you doing, brother?
What up, Corona? Good to see you, brother.
Like, how you just skip San Francisco like that, man?
Yeah, that's. I'm curious if you had a family member or something because, like, there's no.
Yeah, like maybe his dad was from LA.
Player. There's no Yams player from Reading that I'm aware of.
Yeah, I bet you it's like mom or dad from down from Southern Cal or something like that.
Yeah, probably something of that nature. But
yeah, with him, if nothing else, we've got some physical traits with him. He moves pretty fast. He's obviously strong as an ox. Again, another fifth-year senior guy coming in there. Started over at Washington State before transferring over to USC. Yeah, again, like I said, with him and Pooney, maybe we're looking at some long-term picks to going into replacing the interior offensive lineman, especially with one of the UFTAs that we got is a definite replacement long-term.
Yeah. So this is definitely, I would say, a restocking, a retooling of the offensive line, and let's get it cracking. He's a practice squad developmental piece.
For right now, yes, he is.
But nothing wrong with that.
No,
not everybody
you can't
is
teach that much power and speed.
Yeah, exactly. You can't teach that type of power and speed, Jason. You're right about that, my friend. You cannot teach that type of strong, and that's like natural strong. That's before he's gotten in an NFL weight room. And
looking at him in some of the stuff, his pictures, looking at his Twitter and Instagram real quick, he's country strong. I like country strong guys.
Look, if you would say probably the best place to get offensive linemen, besides any area that has a lot of Samoan, Polynesian people, I would say like Iowa and Nebraska and Wyoming, those type of places. That's where you're gonna get your guards and your center.
Guys who've been shucking the hay all freaking summer before football season.
Exactly. And the last one, we'll go ahead and Bethune. I guess we'll
Tatum Bethune.
Find out. But Tatum Bethune, here's his draft call.
Tatum.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. It's John Lynch from the 49ers.
Hey, how you doing, Coach?
I'm doing great. We're about to make you a 49er. We're going to draft you, man. Congratulations.
Thank you, Coach.
Yeah, thank you, man. I'm sure glad we got you out there on the 30. You go celebrate with your family. I'm going to hand you over to Coach Shanahan real quick. All right, buddy?
All right, Coach.
All right, Tatum. All right.
Tatum, congrats, man.
Appreciate it, Coach.
All right, man. I know it's been a long wait, dude, but we've been looking at you every round, and finally it worked out. All right, you're gonna have a lot of fun here, man. You got some people who really want to work with you. All right. All right, Tatum. Congrats, dude. Enjoy your family. Here's our owner here. I'd like to speak with you.
Hey, Tatum. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good, man.
Crying
We're super fired up for you. You enjoy this day with your friends and family, okay?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to give you to Johnny Holland, our linebacker coach. He's been up here stumping for you for a long time, buddy. We're happy to have you. Here's Coach Holland.
Tatum.
Coach, thank you, Coach.
Man, congratulations.
Thank you, Coach.
No, you go enjoy it, man. You're with a good group, and I'm fired up to coach you, man. And can't wait till you get here, brother. Enjoy your evening, man, and we'll catch up, and I get the schedule out to you and get you out here, get going.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Coach.
All right, I'll call you later on. All right. Take care. Bye-bye now.
That's emotional.
He was holding on at the end.
Yeah, he was. Like, it was.
Hey, start feeling the crack.
That blasphemy around here, Kenny. We will never, ever say Johnny Holland will be gone. Johnny Holland is not going to ever leave. I will go on record and say, to me, the best coach on the Niners right now is Johnny Holland. If you think about what he's did with Aziz, Dre Greenlaw, DFF, Oren Burks, all these men who are all undrafted free agents. He got Aziz paid. To me, Johnny Holland, Chris Kuceric is like, look, we love him, all that, but look at all the resources he get. Look how many first round picks he's gotten. Johnny Holland's working with undrafted and fifth round. The highest linebacker we've drafted was a third rounder, which, by the way, he helped coach to be the best linebacker in football. Just saying. Took somebody who basically played slot corner in college and made him the best linebacker in football. Took a fifth round draft pick and turned him into the second best linebacker in football. No. I will not allow Johnny Holland to leave. I will pull a Palestinian protest and go fucking block Tasman Way and not let him out. I'll lay down on the ground and just lay down on the ground and not let him leave with a sign that says Holland must not go. Test me.
Hell no, Holland, we won't go.
Yeah, exactly. Potato.
What I like about Tatum Bethune is that if you watch him in coverage, he was probably one of the best linebackers in coverage. He can talk about all his other stats and everything like that, but he is a good coverage linebacker. I would say he's probably pretty close to the same level as Maurice Leofau when I was talking him up as being the best coverage linebacker in the NFL. But Tatum Bethune is pretty damn good as well.
I mean, I watched. So the only one I've gotten, 7th season with the faithful. The one I've gotten, draft video I've gotten through enough to say that I've gotten a good grasp on the Niners. What they think about the Niners draft is the one that Larry Krueger did with Dieter Kurtenbach, and Dieter Kurtenbach says this man shows up with murder in his heart. And I was like, you know what? I like that out of my linebacker. I like a linebacker that shows up with murder in his heart.
Seems like a bit much, but I'll take it.
Like, hey, it's all good, brother. You keep that murder in your heart. You keep that. I remember. So one of my group home staff, went to high school at Anquan Bolden, and Dean lost his mom to AIDS. She was a drug addict, and somebody gave her a dirty needle, and that's eventually how she died. So Dean told me a story that before every game, Anquan would walk. Dean would put on headphones, and he would pick some player, right, just some random like running back or receiver or whatever, right, on the opposite team, and he would sit there with just headphones and just like music playing, and he would picture that player was the person who gave his mom the dirty needle, right, and Anquan Bolden would walk up to him and whisper, go, yeah, he's the one that did it, bruh. He's the one that did it, my nigga. And he would just feed him. And like Dean, he would go to a very dark place, And that man seems like something like Richard Sherman. We all saw him do it. Richard, they don't respect me. Richard, everybody thinks you're the greatest corner of the NFL. Richard, when he would the whole going off of Adam Rank. If you said we were pretenders there, they keep this, what was that? That was Richard Sherman fueling himself. That was Richard Sherman going to the dark place that's necessary to go to play NFL football at the level that Richard Sherman played at. So I'll say the same thing I said about Mustafa. I'd rather have somebody that we got to tone it down a little bit, say, hey, bring that aggression in a little bit, then tell somebody
just a little bit.
I need more out of you. Because if somebody that you got to say, hey, bro, I need more out of you, they're never going to have it because they don't have the mentality. They don't. Yeah. As Eric Davis said, football is either you want to take a grown man to the ground or you don't. They don't want to take a grown man to the ground against his will. They just don't have the mentality. These men, at the very least, regardless of the skill set, the athleticism, we'll see those things throughout camp. I'm fired up that I know that these players have the right mentality, and football is 80% mental.
Yeah, it is.
Football is 80% mental, bro. Final thoughts, Jason?
I'm going to say right now I'm going to give this draft class the B. Only, like I said, obviously don't listen to anything any of these people say because we really don't know what the hell we're talking about for the most part.
No.
I'm still wish we had gone more, especially on the offensive line with some linemen in general. Especially I know we did get some, especially with Dominic Pooney and all those guys, but some of the other bigger tackles, the better, the bigger ones, especially for those of you who like the longer arm guys. Would have been nice to see, but with all these picks, I can definitely see the upside and the value to each and every single one of these picks. and I can't wait to see what happens. We've got some interesting battles that are coming up here in training camp in just a few more months. God, it's going to be forever.
Yeah, it's going to go so long. Like
the dog days of summer are upon us. Because tomorrow it's going to be.
I remember looking back when I was looking at some, just getting an overview of how the podcast has been doing. Particularly the podcast has been doing, and I looked up, and we did 11. We did before we started the draft show. Tuesday's show was, I believe, our 12th show for as a podcast. 11 of those have been about the draft. The only show we've done this season so far that hasn't been draft focused was the first episode of this season, which was free agency. Literally every other show after that has been about the draft. And like, so it's so long, it's such a grind, you know, and then it's here, it's over, and then it's very, well, now what? Now we got 13 weeks of talking about training camp. You know, it's just it's a grind.
And we don't have a quarterback battle to talk about now.
I know, right? Like that was just at least something that was going to take up a few weeks right there. So what do you talk about? The defending NFC championship? What position battles? I mean, like, let's be real. Like pretty much we're talking about our 4th, 5th, 6th receiver. Like when we talk about receivers, like we already know who our top 3 are. You know, but it's definitely. I will say this: even though the football was garbage, at least you had a lot of position battles to talk about in training camp in 2017, 2018. The football wasn't as pretty, but you had a shitload of position battles to talk about. So the
and I think we got a lot coming up.
I do too. All right, Jason. We'll see you Friday.
Friday, 6 p.m. Five for Tide, Tilly Lover. One love, everybody.
One love, brother. All right, we'll see you Friday, bro.
Deuce.
All right, y'all. We appreciate y'all tuning in. I got to go with Bubby to do some laundry. We appreciate everybody rocking with us for the draft show and rocking it with us today. We shall see y'all Friday, 6 p.m. on the West Coast. Till then, faith, love, and happiness. Go Niners.
Rice has just set a Super Bowl record with 12 catches. He's in motion. Montana. Touchdown, John Taylor.
You're tuned into Niner Faithful Radio, the show hosted for the faithful, 5 faithful, brought to you by Power
See ya.